Hi everyone. I wanted to just make a quick video. I've got a lot of thoughts just coming through my mind, and so many of you have just messaged me lately or just talked about how you've kind of have this lack of motivation. And on my run this morning, I was really just thinking about it and thinking about all of you and just really thinking about how I've just gone through this kind of funk lately too, and this lack of motivation and just being tired and kind of feeling a little bit directionless. And I came home this morning and I wrote down some thoughts because I knew I wanted to share them with you and help you to hopefully reshape or regain your motivation. So I've just got 5 tips, and I hope that they help you to kind of re-look at things and readdress some things so that you kind of get back out of this funk. And I want to let you know it's totally normal to feel this way. Just even looking at this time of year, most of us being moms, you've just gone through the summer, and if you're like me, you want to really give everything to your kids, and they're home all of the time, so it puts you in a different routine. It puts you in a different frame of mind, to to just focus on them. And even if you don't have kids, summer brings a lot more trips and vacations or camping or things that just are kind of out of the normal. So you get really busy and really consumed with a lot of that. And, it's totally normal, I think, to feel a little bit of a downshift once those things are over. And, fall is coming. It's here today. And, we've put the kids back to school, kind of getting back into another routine. It's probably gotten busier and getting back to sports and things like that. If you're like me and you work out in the morning, it's typically unmotivating to just wake up and it's pitch dark outside, and it makes it a lot harder to get up instead of just climbing back in under those blankets. So there's just so many things right now, and I think it's a really good time to just kind of take a step back, be okay with that, take a few days off even, and just kind of recenter yourself and think about some things that you need to be doing and some things to kind of bring it back together for you. So I'm going to share with you 5 tips, and I hope that at least one of them will resonate with you and help you to piece some things back together to get your motivation back, because I recently kind of went through all 5 of these and did kind of pull back, took some things off my plate for a while and took some time off to just kind of recenter myself, and I feel so much better and so much more prepared to just move forward now. So tip number 1, revisit or even reshape your why. I woke up one morning and I was just, feeling unmotivated, tired, thinking I just got too much, and, I just kind of felt overwhelmed with where to go and where to start, and it just really hit me to just say stop for a second and really think about what you're doing. And this can apply to your fitness, but it also can apply to all areas of your life. We have to know not only what our goals are, but why we have those goals. And we have to have that vision to really see and think forward of the purpose behind that. So if right now you're working on your fitness journey and you're trying to lose this weight, what does that really mean? How's that really going to shape your life? What's going to add to your life to be able to meet that goal? Same with your business or with your family. Again, you can apply this to any area of your life. What are your goals? But really rethink and revisit, why is it that you want to accomplish that? And as you're doing that, again, I say, look at reshaping that. Maybe it's changed a little bit for you. Maybe you've hit some goals, or you've gotten part way, or you've reached some milestones already, and it's time to kind of reassess where you're going, what your direction is, and what your reasoning is behind that. So take an opportunity to do that. I want you to write down at least 5 goals in whatever area you're working. If you're working on your fitness and your health, like we are in our group, obviously we want to focus on some of those goals, but if you've got other areas where you kind of feel in a funk, I want you to write 5 goals down. And then I really want you to envision and visualize and, picture those goals happening and the reason why these goals are important or what it's going to add to your life. So write the goal and then write those things down. All right, number 2, working on your fitness. So refocus your fitness goals. First, I think it's important to, if you feel like you're in a funk and just don't want to work out or something like that, just go back and go small. Just exercise for 5 minutes a day. And after that 5 minutes, if you feel like doing more, do more. But exercise is a very valuable thing in your life. It can bring energy, it can make you happy, it can bring those endorphins, which will help you to be creative and positive, and it will help you to bring clarity and focus into your life. It'll help you live longer. There's so many things that exercise is really good for above and beyond weight loss. In fact, it's a really small part of weight loss. So when you think about exercising, I want you to really reassess what you're doing. Maybe you've been doing the same program for a long time and you're just kind of tired of it, or you've met certain goals already with that plan. And again, it's time to kind of reassess your why, or reassess why you're looking at that. So I want you to look at refocusing your fitness goals. Is it time for a change? Do you need a new fitness plan? A new fitness plan can bring a good time frame too, as far as going through what you need to do. So look at, am I doing the right plan for me? If you're just unmotivated to get going, make it a non-negotiable. Put it in your schedule to do at least 5 minutes a day of exercise. And then after you get to that 5 minutes, keep going if you feel good and you want to keep going. I would also say really tie something to your end date. So once you've picked a program, picked what you want to do, tie something to that end date. Or maybe there is already something tied to that end date. Is that 6 weeks from now? Is it 90 days from now? But what will happen and what's available to you for you to tie into that? Maybe it's family pictures, or maybe it's a shopping trip that you're planning with your friend, and so call and put that on the calendar, a date for that. Maybe it's the holidays and you want to, you're picturing yourself, or you buy a new outfit, you're ready for Thanksgiving dinner and you want to look amazing for your family and friends. Whatever it is, tie something to that end date so that you have a goal to work for. Maybe it's a 5K that you want to work towards, so you've got this goal to run a race. If you're doing, so tie something to that, because I think those things will help you refocus your fitness goals. Just spend 5 minutes a day, minimum. Tie something to the end date and evaluate if it's time to start something different or look for something different. Exercise should not be a chore. There's so many ways to be active that, just find something that feels good to you and helps you feel good as you're doing that. All right, number 3, I want you to spend time on yourself each week. Now, this might be something you can do each day, or it might just be one thing, but I want you to pick at least one thing that brings you rejuvenation, that just helps you that you just find joy in doing. So maybe it's a hobby that you haven't spent time on lately. Maybe it's taking yourself out to do something, spend time at the spa, or window shopping, or whatever those things are. For me, photography is something I haven't done in a long time, so I've tried to work in more of that and actually spend, schedule time to do that. Maybe it's just reading a good book or having a 30-minute break for yourself once a day without distractions and other people needing things. Whatever it is, whether it's once a week or again once a day, I want you to plan something that's restorative to you, that rejuvenates you, and that really just brings you joy and pleasure and isn't tied to any other aspect or what anybody else needs in your life. One thing a week. All right, number 4. Make a gratitude list. So I want you to just take 2 minutes and I want you to write down on this list as many people as you can think of that you are grateful for in your life. And then once you have that list, again, just spend 2 minutes, because I want whatever comes off the top of your head to be on that list. Once you've got that list, I want you to take that and really think about your goals that you're working on and how meeting those goals, what that will mean to the people that you are most grateful for in your life. Whether it's something that you're going to be able to do more or give more to them because you've spent time on yourself, that they'll just be proud of you, or you can picture the way that they'll feel because they care about you as much as you care about them. But I think sometimes really taking this outside of ourselves to really feel, again, how this is going to impact and affect our life will really help us to regain some of that motivation and just take a step back to remember why we're doing this and why we've set the goals that we have. So number 4, make your gratitude list, 2 minutes. And the 5th thing I'm going to tell you, especially right now at this time of the year, is just get outside and enjoy the sunshine. I'm working from the patio today because it just, it makes me happy to be outside and to just feel that energy, to see the brightness of the sunshine. Fall is such a great time. We typically have warm temperatures, but not overly warm. You've got trees and colors, and it just feels great to be outside. So whether it's at a lunch break or, in the morning or, in the afternoon or evening, no matter what, just take 5 minutes to be outside. Clear your mind, be free of distractions, and just sit and ponder, meditate, think through the things that you're thankful for that day, and just enjoy that time to be out in the sunshine. So again, 5 things. 1, revisit or reshape your why. Really understand not only what your goals are, but what those things are going to bring into your life. Number 2, refocus your fitness goals. Make sure that you do something each day to be active, and that's going to help you to feel good and that you feel good about, and reevaluate if it's time for a new program. Make sure you tie those goals to an end date so you have something that you're working towards, something that you can see that's going to happen when you reach these goals. 3, do something restorative for yourself each week, something that just brings you joy at least once a week and that you can just focus on for you to make yourself feel great. Number 4, make a gratitude list. 2 minutes, list all the people you're thankful for, and then spend some time thinking and highlighting how hitting your goals or increasing this positivity in your life is going to help you affect those people that you're grateful for. And 5, get outside, enjoy the sunshine, and have a little bit of time, just 5 minutes to meditate, think on the things that you're grateful for, enjoy that moment of just being present and picturing your intentions without distractions. And I think that these things will bring a lot of joy into your life. I'd love to hear what you think, what you've tried, how it's worked for you, if it's helped to kind of restore that motivation. Deep down we just have to want to keep going, and sometimes that's hard if we're not taking the time to reevaluate and we're just trying to push through and do the same thing all the time, or if we're just trying to take on more and more. We go through different seasons in our life where different things come to us, and sometimes it's a matter of just letting some things go to make room for the important things and the things that we really most need in our life. And I know working on our health and fitness is tied to so many things that we have to make it a priority, and we're so much better when we do, for us and for all those people around us. So bring joy to your life, bring positivity. So excited to run these challenge groups to help people with their fitness and with their nutrition, and to share what has worked for me, and for all of you that share what's working for you and share your ideas, because together we're bringing goodness to each other and helping each other along the way. So you are valuable in that process. Your story, your experiences are so valuable, and I'm just so glad to have each one of you here. So have a great day, and again, look forward to hear from you. I'd love to know what works and if this message resonated with you. Talk to you soon.